Well, welcome back to another episode of Rough Restos. I am back on the MK2 Golf quick build, which is not so quick anymore. So let's see where we're at. So since the last stripping video, I started sanding it and chucked on a bit of filler, as I said in the last video. So we got a few little bits of filler where needed. That's previous repairs there that someone's done. So a few little bits, as and where is needed. I've not gone for perfection. I don't want it perfect. One, because it's going to take a lot of time. Two, because I'll get upset if it gets damaged. And three, because it's just the shell isn't good enough for perfection. I would want a new bonnet and all sorts, which I'm not going to. And the engine is still in, which now time-wise might have to be staying in. And I'll be doing that after the car's built, probably after my Wales trip, because I don't think I'm going to have time for that. So this episode, what I need from this car is I think I need it in primer. So I've got all these fiddly bits still to sand down and prep, which is going to be a pain in the ass. The main panels now, other than like doing a few little areas I couldn't get to before and clean them up, they are prepped and they are flattened, ready for high build primer at least. So I've got a epoxy, bar coat that, maybe epoxy prime some of it, and 2K prime the whole car with at least 2 coats of 2K primer. Mask up the dash, remove the seat, and then I am good to paint. So that's going to take a few minutes, and before I can get it in primer, the Scirocco's just gone in primer, so that's going to have to become touch dry, and we're going to have to move that one out there before we get onto this one. So I'm going to crack on for now and see where I can get to. Right, that's the shell pretty much prepped. Well, as much going to go to anyway. So, ready now for some good old clean down, some wheels, and a bit of primer hopefully. So let's get it in the booth, get it all masked up, get it all cleaned down, and then can get a bit of paint on it, or a bit of primer at least. Well, I've got a bit of epoxy primer mixed up in the gun. Got the car panel wiped down. So now I just need to tack rag it, chuck a mask on, ideally, and get them to do some spraying. You may notice I haven't masked off much inside. It's because the inside's getting done yet. So I haven't bothered too much in there because I will be wrapped aligning it, I think, and all that stuff in there, which will make it nice. I plan to anyway, so that's hopefully next week's plan. But car needs to get painted first. So I'm going to epoxy prime in a minute, any bare metal, any filler work, and various bits like that. And anything where I think I might have an issue. And any high traffic areas. And then a couple coats of 2K high build primer. Then I can leave it cure for tonight. And then tomorrow, that'll be ready for blocking down. And what I can do then is I can... whilst that's leave that in the morning, I can get these panels hopefully ready for 2K high build, or epoxy and 2K high build. The wings have already been epoxied, obviously. I can get them ready, and then I can get them in primer, and then when they are drying, I can block that down, and then hopefully once that's blocked down and all done up, it might need some touch-ups of primer. That will be ready for paint with any luck tomorrow evening. So far I've only spent a couple of evenings on this car doing all the stripping and paint work. No, I spent Saturday stripping it, and now I've only spent a couple of evenings doing the body work. I've now got 3 days, 3 actual whole days. So if I want to pull my finger out and get on with it, stuff should happen. Hopefully. So let's just see how this goes. I'm still, I'm going for it. I need it done. I've only got, I think I'll work out, excluding this weekend, about 7 Saturdays left to completely build this car and do all the inside. Yeah. what's the worst that could happen, eh? So I'm going to time lapse this and we'll see what happens. So that's 2 coats of high build on and a pretty complete coat of epoxy. So I wasn't going to epoxy the whole thing, but I pretty much had enough to epoxy the whole thing. So yeah. So now we've got a car. I've only high builded where high build was needed. So on areas I'm going to flat, like the roof, side panels, a bit of my door jambs. So I haven't like a high build primered in here because it's pointless. I don't need to flat that. Oh, a bit of overspray. So now she should be ready tomorrow for a bit of flatting. And then hopefully paint at some point. Exciting times. But it's now gone midnight and I come in the workshop after work. So I'm pretty knackered now. So I'm going to call it a night and get back on it in the morning. But I think that could be the end of this video. So the next video you see will be probably putting stuff in paint. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a video prepping the panels. It seems kind of pointless. Yeah, I'm sure you know the score how I'm going to do that. So the next video is probably going to be actually when I'm ready to start painting my shell, which will be nice. So that'll be the important part. But if you've not already switched off by now, then why not stick around for more to build? Obviously, there's going to be quite a bit more on this one, as this is the current main project. So I've now got the deadline to get this done, and this thing here will be worked on until it's done. So I'm not touching the other projects for a few months. It's going to be just this. Yeah, if you haven't enjoyed it, then why not stick around? Like the video, drop me a comment on what you think, and subscribe for more. And with any luck, I'll see you again next time. Cheers!